All right, guys. That was a good week. Good week. I'll see you next time.
What? Hold on. There's another movie.
No, there is. We did the Superman review on Tuesday. We did I Know What You Did Last Summer, and that's it.
Yeah, but there is another movie, and it's going to be a pretty big movie.
I don't know if it's going to be big, but it's Smurfs. We got to talk about Smurfs.
Got to talk about Smurfs.
Son of a... Welcome to another episode of the Box Office Buzz, the show where each of us talk about the movies coming out this weekend and somehow predict the box office numbers. You may have heard our I Know What You Did Last Summer episode yesterday. You may have seen our Superman review the day before, but today we have to talk about another movie that some idiot drafted in our fantasy box office league. He is in last place. He will finish in last place, no matter how good this movie does, because this man, for as much as we love him, he does not know the first thing about movies. That is Ben Rosen, and his movie is Smurfs.
Well, that's not true. The man knows a lot about movies. He knows nothing about the box office.
He knows a lot about movies. Also, he's not currently in last place. Henry.
He will be. He will finish in last
who
place.
has not had a movie
There's
come
like a 97% chance that he finishes in last place.
Henry has not stepped up to the plate yet. For all people who have had movies come out and their teams, we know what they're going to be. Smurfs is what Ben Rosen has coming out. We're also here to talk about Eddington at the end of this because I am excited to see Eddington, and I do have some things to say about it. But Smurfs, listen, Rihanna, new music for this movie. She is a big part of this movie. James Corden, Nick Offerman, John Goodman. Those are names and voices you may not like, but you know them very, very well. The person directing this movie...
How do you not like any of those? Names are great.
It's a pretty good cast.
James Corden's an awful human being.
Okay, sure.
Chris Miller directed this movie. He directed Puss in Boots. He directed Shrek the Third. He comes from that Shrek universe. This man knows animated movies. The writer, Pam Brady, she wrote, I had a part of writing Hot Rod, Lady Dynamite, Just Shoot Me. She's part of the South Park Team America World Police crew. This woman knows how to write comedy. This movie should be a lot of fun and should be good with all of these names attached to it, and yet... why do I feel like the studio has just thrown this out there to the wolves? Yes, we've seen production to it, but has any type of marketing drawn you in for Smurfs?
I gotta be honest. It feels like they're taking a page from the Trolls playbook.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like the last few trailers I've seen for the last few Trolls movies, except less interesting.
Smurfs also had a movie come out in 2011. It did $35 million domestically opening weekend, but grew to $563 worldwide. That's a slam dunk of a success on a $110 million production budget for Smurfs 1. Second one came out in 2013, only made $348 million. Still very marketable, very profitable. The third one came out, made $197 worldwide. That was kind of the dump truck.
Yeah, but
here.
when was that?
That was in 2017, so still a time when you're supposed to be making money. It's been a few years. I'm saying this is a trademark, an IP that I guess still holds weight, and you threw people at this. Yet why the F are we just getting kind of a lump of coal in a movie? At least that's what I feel like.
Look, Rihanna is going to draw people to the theater. I believe the parents of these kids are going to be like, Rihanna's in it, let's go see it. There hasn't been a kid.
Are they?
I think so. Elio is done and didn't do anything.
That's also another movie that only dropped 30% this
Yeah,
week.
but does it the fact that Elio didn't do
30% of nothing.
That doesn't
I'm
give
just
you
saying,
a little bit of
it's still
hesitation?
out there. It's still out there. It still has people buying tickets for it.
It does. Elio gives me hesitation because nobody's seen it. How to Train Your Dragon, it's not the same demo. And what was the other kids' movie this year?
Lilo
and Stitch is finishing
Still
up.
making
That's its
money.
own thing.
Going to be over $1 billion. Hopefully,
It's
by
going to
this
get
time
over
next
$1
week.
billion. But, kids need a movie to see on a hot weekend.
I don't know if this is the one. I don't know if this will draw the people in. I just feel it's more less that I don't know if it'll draw people. It's that I don't know why whoever is making this movie didn't decide to go full bore into it. We've seen it before. We've seen it work less than 15 years ago, and you have all these names attached to it that I know cost you a pretty penny to put them in this movie. Why not blow this up to be the next Cat in the Hat, to be the next Minecraft? Like, really throw your weight behind this, and I just think it's kind of an afterthought.
It is.
I agree that they're not making it seem like that all in the
Like, it still
promotion
wouldn't draw
for
me in. Don't get me wrong. I have no interest in seeing a Smurfs movie, but I feel like if you really throw a ball behind it, it's proven to work.
What's the budget on this thing? Probably $110 million based on the last one, something like that?
Yeah, probably that or more, yeah.
All right, so they're looking to make $300 million, and
I
they'll be
think there's
fine.
no chance, a snowball's chance in hell this makes $300 million.
I'd be pretty shocked
I
as
mean,
well.
I think it's got a snowball's chance, but
A
talking
blue
about hell.
snowball.
Yeah, Papa Smurf gets captured. They go into the real world for a little bit. There's some evil characters. The animation does look really cool. Just every time.
Do you think the animation looks cool? Because it's
guess
sort of
so.
a backstep, in my opinion. The last few fully 3D characters, and this one looks
You know what-
has more of a 2D cartoonish feel.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, I'm not trying to make a joke. It genuinely reminds me of the Keebler Elf commercials.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would be way more interested in a
Hearts, stars,
Keebler
and
Elf
horseshoes,
movie.
Clovers and blue moons.
That's not the Keebler Elves. What are you talking about?
It reminds me of a Lucky Charms.
What are you talking
It
about?
reminds me of a Lucky Charms commercial.
Top 3 animated characters that sell you food. Go.
And the red
Frog,
balloon.
the frog. Smack'em's frog.
Let's get right to it. I don't
Great
want to talk
frog.
about this movie anymore. I'm not seeing this movie. You going to see this movie?
Probably not.
You have a kid.
Yeah, take your kid.
Oh yeah. It's
You
50
forget for a second?
It's a 50-50 on this one for sure.
50-50. I was going to say, is your kid in any way? Because I'm sure
Depends
the
on
commercials...
his mood. If he's in a bad mood this weekend, we're going to Smurf.
Honestly, I just feel like I haven't seen anything in the trailer that A, seems fresh,
Yes.
or B, seems that funny.
You've been to the movie a few times now with your boy. Go and see Lilo and Stitch, stuff like that. Obviously, the Smurfs trailer has come on. Has that drawn his interest at all?
Not even a little bit.
Does your son even know what the Smurfs are, though? Does he have any?
No. He did love Elio though. So
No.
he didn't know
There's
what that
still a
was.
chance.
He could like Smurfs.
He could.
It's not out the window.
How much does Smurfs make opening weekend? What is the domestic over-under line? We play this game every week. Hold on, TJ. It is still undecided whether we won or lost last week. We'll have to get back to you on that one. But again, I still have a winning record, even if I lost that. Alche is in second place. Kellerman is in third place. He's
Bringing
either
up the
10 and
rear.
15 or 12 and 14. Either way, it's not too good.
It's not great.
But we've guessed a number for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and we had a guest on there. TJ gave a number. A lot of people are in the hat on that one.
Check it out.
Will it be very different for Smurfs? It still counts, sadly, towards our over-under record. TJ, the number. The Smurfs. Domestic. Opening weekend. 18 million.
Under. I'm going first. I'm going first with an under.
Just dunking on Smurfs.
I don't think it makes 18 million.
18 million is a hard under. TJ, I have to say, he's been knocking it out of the park with these lines.
He really has.
And I think this is another real golden one because there's talks about will Smurfs make the most money of a new movie this weekend against I Know What You Did Last Summer. Completely different demos. Who gets the butts in seats? I don't think it's going to be Smurfs. 18 million, though, is really, really low. Alche?
Tony?
No, I always go first. I'll let you guys take the mantle.
Oh man, that's such a weirdly low number.
Yeah.
People are still gonna be seeing Superman, and
Lilo and Stitch.
again, I
How
don't
to
know.
Train Your Dragon.
This could bomb. This could be another Megan 2. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go under. I'm going under.
With 3 unders. We're going 3 unders. I don't even care if I get this wrong. I'm not trying to do
That's a
this to tie
guaranteed
these
over.
guys.
The guaranteed over.
Yeah. Can I change my vote?
If this hits over 18, I would love to meet anyone that goes and sees this movie. Like, come on the show. That's a free invite. If you go and see this movie, come to our recording next week and talk to us about it because Lord knows we won't. All 3 of us are under 18. Last thing before we head out for the weekend, another movie, Ari Aster's new movie, Eddington.
Yeah,
is
we have
coming
to talk
out.
about it.
Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal. Again, Pedro Pascal's in
He's
every movie.
killing it.
It's a Pedro summer. Summer of Pedro.
Emma Stone's in this movie. It is about Eddington, New Mexico. A mayor versus a sheriff have different ideas how to handle what's going on in May of 2020. If you were alive in May of 2020, you know what I am referring to. Ari Aster has made some slam dunk movies. Hereditary, Midsommar. He also made Beau is Afraid, not my favorite. But again, this guy
I like
has...
Beau is Afraid. I
Tough
liked
watch.
He has a...
Tough watch though, yeah.
He's an original director, writer-director. Like
Incredible.
He is doing his own stuff. He has his own path, and I really applaud every writer-director out there that really forges their own way forward. And this seems to be the next step here. It also seems to be, at least from what I've seen in the trailer, the first movie that is not dealing with stuff that's otherworldly. It seems to be much more of a direct satire on what's going on right now. So I'm interested to see that take of an Ari Aster world that's not a crazy, crazy thing going on. Who knows? Are you excited to see this one?
I think the hardest thing for me in any excitement for this movie, I never, ever, ever, ever want to go back to COVID.
Thank you.
And it makes it very challenging for me to be like, let me watch this movie and see if I can
Oh, it
glean
turns you
anything
off.
from it. Yeah, it turns me off. I mean, I think he's a brilliant director, an auteur, someone who is like, we should be championing. And obviously all the actors in it are fantastic. I think Joaquin Phoenix is the best we have right now. R.I.P. Phil. But like, you know, like I just have no desire to go spend 2 hours
In that world again.
in this world again.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
Alche, I think I agree with you wholeheartedly. But you want to say something about this? Will you be going to see this?
That makes sense. I'm definitely going to see this movie because Ari Aster consistently makes interesting choices. And you said that this is going to be in a much more grounded world than
Maybe.
his previous movies have been. I think that his past movies have been grounded very much in reality,
Of what
pretty
that world
much
is, yeah.
until the end. Then they go off the rails, except for Beau is Afraid, which obviously is a
I don't know.
fever
Midsommar
dream
Act
from the
2
beginning to
things
end.
get pretty nutty.
Yeah, but even then, it's still based on like realistic mysticism and real pagan beliefs and things like that.
Sure.
Even, you know what I mean? And this is going to be obviously closer to things we've all had experience with. And I think that what he does better than a lot of other directors is tap into people's real fears, which is what a
Yes.
lot of Beau is Afraid is about. And he's tapping into a fear that I don't think has really been. I haven't seen many reflective movies about COVID that don't really seem to have its own opinion. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but it looks like you're kind of seeing both sides of the conflict instead of like one. And I can't wait to see how it goes off the rails by the end.
In hand in hand with Alche here, it is really hard to do a dead-on satire of something that is still going on. And of course, the pandemic is over, but the repercussions of said pandemic, both in our current society and how we live our lives and are forced to live our lives, but also a lot of people are still processing what happened during that time. A lot of people are no longer here with us, family members, because of what happened during that time. A lot of people still hold that time directly, and that guides them on their very decision-making today. And it's tough to satirize that when people are still living through it. That's why a few years ago, the people who made Veep made a great satire about when Hitler dies and what the German leaders do during that time. One of the funniest comedies you'll ever see. That's decades later. And we're finally able to look back. We know all those names. We know all those characters. We know what happened in those lives. Now we're able to make fun of it. It's tough to satirize something that's happening right now.
I am someone who loves a direct reflection of my life or what's happening. I love that on screen, on TV. But man, it's going to be tough for me. I'm going to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
There just aren't a lot of movies being made by auteur filmmakers right now, and he gets to do it. I feel like he must be supported so that he gets to keep doing it, and that other filmmakers who make movies that are not superhero movies or, you know, whatever genre bending movies you want to pick out that are more common get made.
On the way out, what I do want to say in terms of auteur filmmakers, there's a first-time filmmaker, a new A24 movie called Sorry Baby that's supposed to be absolutely fantastic.
I heard about this.
With a knockout cast that I think we should all be supporting. So if you're not interested in going back to COVID times, check out Sorry Baby.
Yeah, nobody's interested in going back to those times. We'll be back next week with this man's final chance to take the lead in the box office worldwide rankings. He has Fantastic Four coming out. Very excited to talk about that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this week's of movies.
I mean, if that doesn't get you excited every time, I don't know what does.
I will say, too many things are coming out. Too many trailers, too many clips. Stop. I don't want to see any
don't
more.
spoil the
you
movie.
sold me. I'm in there. I'm buying tickets. Stop telling me what's going to happen.
Speaking of buying tickets, I will buy tickets for the Odyssey right now.
Oh, the Odyssey.
Right
They're pushing
now.
it. It looks good.
That too. All right, let's end the show with one last question. If you had to see both movies this weekend, what puts you in a worse mood, Smurfs or Eddington? Go.
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Smurfs.